Hello everyone and welcome back to Rebel Brick. Today I had put together a Harry Potter set. I believe it's a brand new one. I can't say I really saw it before. If you've heard me say any of this stuff before, I never really got into watching the Harry Potter and doing Dungeons and Dragons and all that stuff. I really centered more on either fighters or I would do a cleric because usually I'm running the game and we needed a support character, so I just followed the group. So I never really got into doing a lot of the magic, and when we first started, I do remember kind of reading into the books. When I started, it was second edition and you had to have components and everything else, and in my modern take on doing magic and that, I kind of change it up a little bit, and I don't think, if you ever watch the movies, and I think Harry Potter does the same thing, I don't think they really have to have a lot of the components when they're casting spells or whatever. You'll ever watch Gandalf, he doesn't have to dig in through a pouch and pull out this and that or whatever, he just casts a spell. So I kind of done away with needing components unless you're making a potion or something like that, or the same thing, but so I just never really got into Harry Potter. Now, it's a great series. I'm not going to say it's not or whatever, and there's a wonderful fan base for it, and awesome. Me, I just kind of centered more on the fighters and all that stuff. Like I said, because I do support characters, I'll do a cleric. But with that being said, I picked this one up. I think this should be able to link up with a lot of the other ones. I'm going to put the book down here. I got a soda holding the book up. So, all right. So this is set 7643 or 413. My mind's not working here this morning. But we do have the pieces here, so we can use the Technic connectors to be able to link up with some of the other sets. And that's one thing I've noticed with some of the Harry Potter sets that I have gotten. To me, it very well could either be a church or a mage school if you want it to be. And of course, Harry Potter is a wizard school, so that all fits. Where exactly I'm going to fit this into my city, I do have an open spot because we did combine the two buildings and I kind of went up a little bit. I might be able to fit this in there. Might connect them together. They do give you extra pieces here so you can connect. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them here. So you can connect two buildings on each side. Interesting. I mean, it's a nice tall building. It does open up. So if we want to open this up, we can. Of course, I'm doing this all with one hand because I'm sitting right in front of the camera, or behind the camera, more truthfully. This can come off, so can this piece. If I do it carefully, and I hopefully don't, then we have this piece right here that's holding everything together. If I take that off, we can open this all the way. Now, I know I've said that I really like how Lego does things, and I'm going to show you right here. I've got some medieval looking buildings. I don't remember the name of them. You can get them on Amazon and that. The issue I have is when you open it up. One of them is supposed to be a marketplace. If you open it up, it really only has one connector in there, and it's not a very good connector. It works, but it's not really the greatest connector. Lego, whenever we do this, we have a hinge here, a second hinge, and a third hinge. So this is really nice and sturdy together. Whether it's opened up or if it's closed up, either way, this holds together really nicely. That's where Lego really has things nicely worked out. I will always give them a lot of credit for doing that. Really, because it's meant for kids. A kid can put it together and then they can use it as a play set or whatever. It really does work nice here. We have a chair. This chair is actually supposed to be hanging up here. I didn't really want to do that. We have a trophy up here. an old phonograph here. For all the fans of Harry Potter, you could probably tell me, we have a goblet here that's kind of translucent, and then we have another one over here. So I don't know what the goblets are from out of the whole lore of Harry Potter and that. They are very nice. We also have a blue little critter up here. I didn't really spend a lot of time looking at it. I don't know what that is. It doesn't really look like it's a mischievous thing or whatever. Almost like it's a little blue fairy statue or statuette. Not 100% certain. And like I said, I'm sure some of you guys know exactly what all this stuff is. I really don't. But I could really see using this in some different adventure scenarios or whatever. Even if I just leave it in my city as either part of a church or as a wizard school, that would be really kind of neat. We do have stickers up here. There's stickers that go on the door. So you have 4 stickers because there's on the front and on the back. I don't think it's all that bad. I lined it up on the top and on the very bottom here, so it worked out pretty good. I lucked out here. We do have some other stickers that were there going along this ring here around the door. That's all stickers there. They weren't too hard for me. I kind of luck out at times with stickers. I know my youngest daughter, she fights with the stickers at times, trying to line them up, and for some reason I line them up okay-ish most of the time, not all the time. There's times where I really kind of follow them all up. We got stickers on the front as well. This is something I thought was interesting when I looked at it. So there's probably something in either the books or in the movie about that was probably a hidden entrance. Same thing with the snake. Looking at the building and seeing that there's a snake that I could add in. I know that there's a green one out of, I think it's the second movie, that there was a bigger castle or a school set, and I believe it was like a green snake. To me, I think of it more like Conan the Barbarian, where you had to fight the giant snake from the Army of Zed, I believe it was. So we also have inside of the tower, hoping that you can see this, I have a sticker, and as you can see, I didn't line that up the greatest. I thought I was doing it until it's all on there. It's like, well, I guess it's where it is. Nice scroll. We've got some side pieces on here. Fits in there pretty good. So we can put that back on top. That goes on this side. This is hinged. The top piece is hinged, and you fold it down, and it's kind of blocked in by this piece. I don't know why we would have that on there, but it's just a little piece on there. Somebody wanted a little extra flair, so we have a little flair on there. Like I said, this was one of the pieces I kind of really wanted to see. Gives me another animal, another critter to throw out at characters or whatever. The way my mind works. I do like the double doors. Oops, and they push in. So I don't have any double doors like that in the past. So this is an interesting build. I know they show our serpent here kind of going through there. I'm guessing that this is some sort of library or museum building or something, with looking at the pieces that are in here, having a goblet, some books, and crates stacked up here, an old phonograph and that. But I'm not exactly certain what this is in the great lore of Harry Potter. Likewise, I don't really know a lot of the names. I can pick up the box and I can tell you, because you guys would probably know them better than I do. And once I can find the right side here. Of course, we got Harry Potter himself, and I'm gonna mess up her name, Hermione. I know that she was a popular character. I thought this was Draco. I remember hearing his name before. I I saw the first one, so give me a little credit for that one. But I really have not seen the other ones. And then we have, what am I? Blaze, and then the Gray Lady. So, I know that he was always kind of a pain in the rear for Harry. He was always kind of trying to get underneath his skin and all that stuff. I don't know if he is a buddy of his or something. I really have no idea. It is an interesting storyline, I will say that, because you have kids trying to learn how to become magic users in a world that really doesn't know anything about them. So in those regards, we've played role-playing games where Dark Conspiracy, my best friend had picked up that one, and we're kind of doing the same things where there's the things that go bump in the night, and we're trying to take care of it so the common people don't really run into it. And sometimes, with some of these stories, the church helps out, and other times it's other institutions. So, well, with that being said, it is a really nice build. I do like the building here. To try and add something on here would be kind of nice. And seeing that they have that available, and they even give us pieces to try and connect that, I really do think that is a big possibility. I don't know how I will add things on, because if I can put this in the city, I have a train track right behind it, so I really can't go back anywhere. I can go sideways a little bit, but I can't go back. So we'll have to see what I get done. I do have one sticker. I missed this spot. I don't know where that's supposed to go. Trying to build through and trying to get my bunnies were kind of yelling at me that they weren't fed yet, so they were making a little extra noise. So maybe in feeding them, I kind of missed the spot there for a sticker. But it is a very nice build, nice and sturdy. That's the one thing I really love, how Lego does their stuff. I mean, everything does have a sturdiness to it. So I try to do the same thing when I build, but I know that sometimes when I'm building stuff, I don't get it quite as sturdy as I think I did, until I go to pick it up and it seems like it's ready to fall apart. They use a lot of these like doorknob type supports in here. I'll take this off, maybe you can see it a little bit better. So these pieces right here, so we have them right in here. On the outside and the front we have them, and on the front of the building we've got double ones here, so those are kind of nice. It adds a little extra flair there. This piece, if you really wanted to take it off, it's got one Technic connector and it's got these two pieces on there, and it fits in right in here, so that way if you wanted to take it off, depending on where you're putting it, you probably could. The way it's built, I think it's high enough. Anything I put next to it, I think it would definitely be able to just stay on there. Nice peaks. Of course, the only thing that comes to my mind is the silliness of my head of, I'd hate to be the person that has to re-roof this. Of course, with a bunch of magic users, I suppose they could probably cast a spell to make the roof even better. Nice hidden door. I kind of think of Skyrim in a way, because I know I've played magic users in Skyrim. Because once I found out that you can cast a bow, then I usually play a magic user and I use the magic bow. I don't have to worry about ammo. But all right. That being said, I think we're pretty much as in depth as I'm going to be able to go on this. People that are a big fan of Harry Potter, I'm sure that there's things in here that you could explain to me that I would just be a little on the clueless side on, because I really haven't watched the series, and because of that I have a lack of knowledge. So and I admit it. I mean, I don't get into everything. I find because I'm doing the videos and that, I don't even have as much time to play video games with my friends and that either. Because, I think it's important if I'm going to do this, and just because I'm doing my comics and all that, if I keep videos going up every day, I think it kind of helps, and helps keep my mind being as creative as I can be for the silliness that I am. And we just go from there. So I appreciate you for visiting today and watching what I've got. We'll see what kind of silliness I come up with next. I hope you have a wonderful day, and keep bricking.